I do not want minors watching my period. I don't want minors watching it. I don't want people who don't pay for it and consensually know that they're getting on an adult site or a site that might have adult content. But besides that, like, people should be free to watch what they want to watch as adults without having to give their local senator or governor their ID when they just want to go watch somebody jerk off or something. Like, that shit is, it's so extreme.
What is your biggest kink and why?
Exhibitionism, for sure.
So for the people out there that does not, explain what exhibitionism is.
So for me, it is like, it runs through every aspect of my life. Like, I make music. I love being on stage and performing. I love people watching me jerk off, strip, dance, whatever. Like, the aspect that someone is getting off on what I'm doing is like an incredible turn on for me.
Okay. You've spoken about racism in adult entertainment. What specific practices need to change?
I think, well, right now, the pay scale, hopefully, is starting to match up. But that, number one, black male performers get paid less than white performers in some instances for doing the same exact work.
Okay.
But I mean, that goes through, like we said earlier, all of society, right? So that's number one. I would say there definitely needs to be more black and brown people behind the camera in the mainstream of whether it's directing, DP, like director of photography, camera folk, grip, like all the behind the scenes shit. The people who do the tagging of videos, the people who do the writing about the scenes, award shows, all these things just need to have more representation of black and brown people.
Makes sense. Have you ever turned down roles because of racial stereotypes?
Absolutely.
What was one role that somebody wanted you to do and you were like, what? Absolutely not.
There's a website called, now I can't remember the name. Asylum. That's what they call it. And all the submissives, women in the space are like patients in like an insane asylum kind of thing.
Okay. And
the tops or male performers are all doctors, except for the time they try to hire me to be the janitor. I would have been the first. I don't know if they've since had a black male on their site, but I was going to be the first one that I had seen on their site, and they wanted me to be the janitor.
Wow.
Dr. Noire sounds so good, but y'all try to make me the janitor. And I watch, like, you know, people's social media and shit. So I see their social media beforehand. I'm like, why are they getting all this? That look like janitor gear. So also, you know, like, just thinking about it from a couple aspects, besides just the racial aspect, if you're in an asylum where the therapy is some sex therapy stuff, right? Maybe you are okay with that coming from a doctor. Janitor just also implies that I'm in there doing some stuff. You know what I mean? Like, so all of it all together is like, nah.
Yeah.
Not okay.
How did the audience and industry react when you began openly challenging racism?
There was a bunch of companies that did not want to work with me. There were people who had some pushback who were just trying to say, like, oh, it's no harm getting off on basically racism. You know, like I have, you know, somebody else that was cool with in the industry. He was on set and they call him like right when he was climaxing, and didn't tell him or ask him if this was gonna happen, okay for it to happen,
right?
And engaged in a lawsuit with them about that. Peace and respect to the brother Mo, you know, but like things like that. So yeah, there's a lot of companies they into that, and they feel that they have a fan base for that, because regardless of what people want to say or argue, like, America is a very racist place, and a lot of the people who are very racist are racist against us, but also are really, really interested and turned on by us for some reason. So they get off to that stuff
for a lot of reasons.
Yeah.
What advice would you give a young or new Black or brown person that would like or is interested in getting into the adult entertainment industry?
First and foremost, know that anything you do will be there forever. Once it is out on the internet, it is there forever. You can't hide it. You can't take it down. So know that it is what you want to do, what you want to pursue. There's all kinds of consequences within the sense of, like, people, I don't know, maybe now you can hold public office after, I don't know. We'll see when I run for Congress. But you know, it does have implications with your family, with jobs and things like that. So know you're going to do what you're going to do. And then once you know that it is what you want to do, set out a plan for yourself. Know what it is you will do and won't do on camera, and hold on to that for yourself, even if it changes later or whatever. But don't let anybody else coerce or push you into doing something you're not comfortable with. Plan it out like any other business. Set numbers and goals for yourself and have a good time, you know?
What was the motivation behind starting Royal Fetish Films?
It was definitely because at the time when we started it, like 2012, I believe it was, where it was just like, we did not see our representation in the same way. Like, things have progressed. They ain't where they should be yet, but we weren't seeing ourselves. We were seeing ourselves being fetishized, but not us enjoying and engaging in fetishes. And also, there's a lot of different ways to shoot and experience adult entertainment. So we shoot on everything from phones to drones. Like, you know, some people like seeing somebody hold a phone. Other people want to see some beautiful cinematography and a little bit of acting.
That's me.
You know? So we wanted to show all of it and present ourselves in beautiful ways and show beautiful Black and brown queer bodies in all the ways.
How do you and jet setting Jasmine balance business and intimacy?
I don't know. They're so woven together for us.
Okay.
Like, we go through one conversation that might be heavy on business, and then, you know, we flirting, or we trying to handle everyday life stuff, and some business is also pressing at the same time. Like, it's all nonstop.
Would you say that, because every relationship is different, so there are a lot of complexities, and then there's some simplicities that just make relationships just work. For you, what is it that just makes your relationship just work? And are you more on the everything is always up versus sometimes is always down type of person in your relationship?
I think we have some things that supersede any little petty differences or arguments we might have with one another.
Okay.
And number one, first and foremost, is our family.
Okay.
So our love and relationship is amalgamation of our business, our love, because we started working together before we started a relationship.
Okay.
So we have this business, we have our love for one another, our relationship, then we have a family that we've built together, families that we take care of. And it's like, sometimes it's like, yo, this shoot gotta happen. So what I don't know, what kind of petty relationship kind of, oh man, you left the refrigerator door open or whatever you know what I'm saying? Like, are we really going to argue about that right now?
Right,
or are we
right.
going to handle this business?
Right.
Or are we going to take care of these kids? Or are we going to try to make sure that we set up something for the people. You know what I'm saying? We are both very active and actively working to try and make a better life, not only for ourselves and our family, but also for our people. You know what I'm saying? We want our people to experience joy. We want our people to experience pleasure and creativity and beauty and love. So we have to be like, sometimes we're like, yo, let's get it, you know?
Is sex more physical for you, or, well, let me just say this, sex outside of your marriage, is it more physical, or are there times where there is an emotional or intimate connection?
I don't ever look at somebody as just a body in that sense. Especially where I'm at in my life now, maybe at past times.
Okay.
Like I know that this person I'm had a day before we started
Okay.
and a life before we started. So who is this person? You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I do think, like, especially people have this idea that because I do that, you know, either you love people or they're just nothing to you. And it's not like that for me.
So so I'm asking because I'm trying to understand, right? Because sex for me can just be a physical thing, right? And for me, that's kind of the only way that it'll work. If I'm with someone and we do like a threesome or something like that, I'm not going to attach feeling and emotion to this physical exercise that I'm about to do, because I feel like my emotion is attached to the person that I'm with. So how does that work with you and her? If you're able to physically connect and intimately connect, how do you then turn off that switch with that person and go right back to the wife that you love and adore?
I don't turn off a switch to live ever. You know,
Okay.
I think best way to put it is like this. Like, we have 4 kids, 10 plus years of loving and getting to know one another and spending the most intimate of times and space with one another. Like, that's not going to change in the sense of lessen. It's always going to grow.
Okay.
No matter what it grows into or however it expands, right? Me meeting somebody, and I'll take it from on set to, let's just say, like a dating kind of thing, right? On set, whereas it is primarily physical in the sense of we got to hit certain angles, what that director wants and things like that. But I'm not going to walk in there and think less of this person as a human being. I'm going to respect them to the utmost. I am emotionally invested within the sense of I want a great production. I want to have a good on-set relationship with my scene partner. I want them to leave pleased and happy and all of that about the scene that we did and all of that. But it doesn't mean I got to go home and meet their parents and shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But there is still emotion there. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Okay.
I want it to go great. I want them to be happy. I want the people behind the camera to be happy.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I don't think that I have to turn off who I am. Like, I'm always me, no matter what.
Gotcha.
When it's a relationship and I'm getting to know somebody new or whatever, I don't ever want that relationship that I'm building. I don't see that as something that takes away from the relationship I have. And that person might have a relationship. Like if you and I were like, yo, you have this person, I have Jasmine, whatever. If us getting to know each other takes away from your relationship or takes away from my relationship and isn't working to better either of our relationships, then it's not good for us.
Okay.
You know, that's how I look at it. And
Okay.
same thing on set in a way. Like, if you're on set I'm talking crazy about your partner, or you're talking crazy about my partner, we're not going to have a good scene. You know, I'm not going to work with you.
Makes sense.
You know,
What makes your company different from other adult film companies?
besides our shit is, nah. It's amazing. I think for one, we started it in our love. Like, our first scene was shot by a sub of ours before Jasmine had ever done any first time shooting it was just like, it was just like us having sex in the morning and our sub just shot it. I was like, yeah, you look good, right. And we had people at our parties always saying like, yo, why is black lacking? Either the production value is bad, or you have to watch a black person with a white person in order to see the production value that you wanted to see back then, or we're not treated right, or people need a little bit more lotion, or whatever the case being on set, that people just felt that it was lacking, and we built it on that connection, not only to each other, but the connection to the desire of our fans and our audience who wanted to see more and experience more. And it's only grown with us. It's not like we only shoot one thing. Like, you know, like some sites are only, I don't know, anal or something, right? We got some anal. We got a lot of anal. But we also have it shot in a lot of different ways, or other fetishes, other holes, other things that it's going to bring into it that just expands on two people's exploration of pleasure.
There was one scene that I don't know where I saw it, maybe Twitter.
I got a lot of wild stuff on Twitter.
I think it was 2 women, and 2 men. I know you and your wife was in the video, and there was an interesting exchange of fluids where the woman, I guess one of the men, I can't remember if it was you or the other man, released in a cup, and then something else was added to the cup.
Breast milk.
Yes.
Yeah.
Was added to the cup, and the person drank
Well,
it.
I think 2 of us came in it. Another.
If y'all want to see,
y'all
want to see this
It's
full unedited version of this interview, you got to go to ACTVPLUS.com, because you're going to hear a lot of beeps or silent stuff in this interview, because this man is talking. And there's a lot of things we can't, talk about. But yes, I was like, what in the entire world did I just see? So I mentioned that to say, yes, you do have some things on your site. How important is performer ownership and creative control in your work?
It's paramount. It's coming into this. Well, I started in sex work, then I was doing music full time, took a little break, came back. What I learned from music was, you have to own your masters, you have to own your publishing, you have to make sure that you are in creative control, because, people are going to push it in a whole lot of different ways.
Yeah.
So coming back into when we started Royal Fetish, it was like what we want people to see, what we want people to know about this exploration. We own it. So when I'm hired by other companies, even those companies, they know if they're going to reach out to me, like, we're not going to exploit him. We're not going to get him to do something that's disrespectful or some out of pocket stuff,
Okay. What does success look like for Royal Fetish Films?
Inspiring a whole lot of pleasure. Like when people hit me up and be like, yo, this position that I saw y'all do, or this scenario that was in this scene, not only did I get off to it, but now, me and my partner want to do it. Or even like what we said earlier, like seeing you unapologetically speak about your sexuality makes me puff up and stand up a little bit more on my own. Being able to turn down work from racists and make the stuff I want to make and work with companies I want to work with and things like that has what I see as success within this industry. And our company, I feel like, has a brand that people respect. So like people who shoot with us, they're like, okay, this is a performer who now I can go check out their stuff because I know that they're a safe performer, or I know that they are a positive person. You know what I mean?
Okay. When did the music start?
I've been rhyming since I was like, yeah.
Okay. When did you decide to take it seriously?
Ooh, probably around like 15.
Okay. 2015 or when you were
No,
15?
when I was 15.
Okay. Um,
I've done so more. I've started doing music under the King Noire name because, you know, bad. So I wanted to make music that went with our scenes, and a lot of the scenes would inspire bars and things like that. So I started just writing, and Jasmine was like, yeah, we need music for this particular joint. So because I knew a lot of producers that I've worked with through the years, they were like, yeah, that's kind of cool. I do want my beats to be in this trailer or something like that. But a lot of my music was done under my name. So
Okay.
Hassan Salam, I used to be signed to Day by Day Entertainment and Viper Records, both subsidiaries of Universal. Most of my music was like, well, it still is, but very rooted in resistance, pro-black, and police type
Okay.
stuff, you know?
Okay. So what is new that you have out that we can listen to, or are there any new upcoming
Yes.
projects?
Just like last week, I just dropped a video for a single called Green Goddess.
Okay.
And
That's with the bootylicious. Bodacious. Who is she?
Ebony Mystique.
Okay.
So for this particular album, I got it. It's coming out next month. It's called Adult Entertainment, The King of Kink. And every single song has a scene that goes along with it. So there's a song, the single, there's a Safe for Work music video. You can go on YouTube and check it out. And then there's a fully explicit video that you could either go on my website or somewhere, see that. And then there's a full sex scene that goes along with it. So this particular, I love my THC. So this is like a love song that's mixing THC and a beautiful goddess together.
Okay.
So that's what it's all about.
Tell us about Still and Stilettos.
Stealing Stilettos is a fitness program that Jasmine and our former partner from our gym, Body Altitudes, her name is Pamela Socorro. We all created it together, where it's fitness. Like, really it started because Jazz was like, yo, so many women leave the club and have to take off their high heels or they can't walk to begin with. But it does have to do with strength. So that's really what it is. It's SAS. It's bringing strength, but also not just physical strength, but spiritual strength, mental strength as well.
Is Jasmine always in a pair of stilettos? Normally?
She's not always in a pair of stilettos.
Okay.
But she used to really rock the stilettos at all of our events. And so a lot of women were also like, yo, you gotta put me on to the skills. But you can actually do the fitness program not in stilettos. It's not all in stilettos. Some of it is barefoot. You put on your heels at a certain point. A comfortable heel for you.
Right.
You put them on at some point during the fitness, and for people who can't wear heels, you could just come up on your toes a little bit. But we do actually have people who are teaching it in I believe 3 continents and like 20 states at this point.
That's what's up. How did fitness become part of your personal and professional brand?
I've been boxing since I was a little kid.
You do everything.
I wish. No, I was boxing since I was a kid, and that had always been a very important part of my life. And I fell off for a while, and then I was in Colorado. Shout out to the homie Nelson. This white guy called me in the club and tried to hit me, and I slipped it and knocked him out. Caught a whole charge in Colorado off of this shit. But it made me get back into my fitness, because I was like, yo, you never know. But it was like riding a bike type.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
It's like no matter what, being physically fit, being healthy, and mentally fit is super important to me.
What's one piece of wellness advice you live by?
Start where you stand.
Okay. How did you balance sexual health with physical and mental health?
I feel like they're all kind of intertwined.
Okay.
You know, you eat better, take better care of yourself. You definitely have better sexual health, taste better for sure. And then mentally, how you feel about yourself. You know, when you got that blood flowing and you're doing the things with your body that you enjoy, you know, it doesn't have to be boxing. It could be whatever keeps you moving. You know, being sedentary isn't good for you.
Okay. Have you seen fitness change people's self-esteem in your classes?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Going back to stealing stilettos, like I know we've had people who are like, I didn't know I could walk in heels. Or even folks who are like, you know, we've had some men take the class who's like, I've always wanted to wear heels in a public setting and feel safe.
Okay.
And I know that for the self-esteem does wonders.
Okay.
And then for me, just being able to do something that I wasn't able to do, even as like lift a heavier weight, run for a longer distance, you know, it just makes you feel good about yourself to be able to be like, yo, I couldn't do something, now I can. Now let's see the next thing I can do.
What message do you hope people take away from your lectures?
I hope it makes them look deeper into themselves and search out more information to just have a better understanding of the world, better understanding of themselves, because the more educated we all are as individuals, the better society gets.
I like that response. How do you approach talking to audiences who may not understand adult entertainment? Because there's, like you said earlier, there's a lot of people that don't understand it or shun it or whatever, but it is a multi-billion-dollar business.
Facts. I hope to be able to engage them and approach them with the open mind that I want them to give me in return.
I like that. This man, what has been your most impactful speaking engagement so far?
Ooh, that's a tough one. I do think, so I had started doing a lecture maybe around 2010 called From the Spirituals to Hip Hop. And it talked about the socio-political importance of Black music in our struggle for liberation and freedom in America. And I had released an album at the time called Music Is My Weapon. And we used all of the proceeds and profits from that album to build a school, a freshwater well, medical clinic, and solar panels in a village called the Jati in Guinea-Bissau, West Africa. And I actually got to tour with that lecture. Like I spoke at like Brown University, Harvard, fucking London School of Economics. Like I got to travel with it, speak with it, and engage with it at a time when people still had really negative views of hip hop and didn't understand the connection between, you know, the songs we sang on the plantation, the blues, jazz, rock, all the way to hip hop, and how it has been a monumental weapon in our struggle.
Is there a way that people can like view your lectures, or do you have any lectures coming up, or like?
We have some that are up on YouTube, and we do also have some on the website. Like we do together, both Jasmine and I, we do the decolonization of sex together as a lecture. And we also have something where this one, the other one is very impactful. Your answer is only impactful, but the most fun one is really like regarding pleasure, where we talk about our pleasure, pleasing one another, and then people can actually watch us please one another live. And we did one recently in Oakland. So like if you go on the Royal Fetish website, royalfetishxxx.com, or you go to King Noire xxx.com, it has both the lecture and the full sex scene that go with it.
How does one book you for, I guess, anything? Or do you have different booking?
You email me, hit me up on social media. We do have people that assist us with booking because...
What's the email? What's the social media?
Definitely. The Real King Noire on Instagram, at King Noire on Twitter, Royal Fetish Films at Gmail.
Okay.
The King Noire at Gmail, and King Noire at protonmail.ch. Just hit us up. You know, we love to travel. We love to build with everybody.
What is something that you've learned about love through your career?
It has no bounds. Like, I don't think love can be placed in any kind of boxes. And if you allow your love to be put in a box, it's not going to grow to its full potential.
How do you protect your emotional space outside of work?
Just self-care.
Okay.
Making sure that I set aside time for self-care.
Okay. You are an award winner in the adult entertainment industry. What award speaks to you the most and why?
Urban X Pansexual Performer of the Year. I feel like, I don't know, it felt good to be appreciated for all that I enjoy and all that I do.
Okay. Would you ever do a collab with, any of the big male Black OnlyFans models? Because OnlyFans in the space that I'm in seems to be doing its thing. Everybody's making money, $60,000 a month, $70,000 a month, $80,000, $100,000. People are making money out here. You got some big wigs out here in the gay male space. Could you see yourself ever doing a collab with any of them?
Absolutely.
Okay. They just have to hit you up.
Yeah, hit me up. And as long as people are comfortable with matching whatever level I'm comfortable with.
It makes sense. What do you see as the next evolution of adult entertainment?
Unfortunately, AI.
It's crazy. They got sex robots and everything out here that can move around and walk around and talk to you.
Well, yeah, the robots, also AI sex chatting bots. And
yes.
So, you know, as a career sex worker, it does make me, like, I think evolution of computers and technology is cool, but when it starts eliminating human creativity and too many jobs, like, for example, like, if somebody get on your OnlyFans chatting with you and they say some out of pocket shit, whatever that out of pocket shit is for you, and you're like, nah, I'm shutting this down. AI is not going to do that, right? Like, AI, it's AI. So certain customers are now like, oh, I can say whatever the fuck I want to this robot. You know what I'm saying? I don't have to filter and be respectful to this human being. Then it is going to start cutting into people's pockets, I feel like.
That's interesting. Do you think mainstream media is catching up with the conversation about sex work?
Nah.
So you don't think really? Beyonce helped with saying, you know, I'm on my demon time? I think she mentioned OnlyFans in the song.
Beyonce helps with everything, but unfortunately, mainstream media still demonizes and vilifies adult entertainment.
And that is definitely correct.
But I mean, like, shit, what was that other shit she had said? No, I can't think of it. But she said a lot of things that reference sex work or BDSM or like, yeah, she rocking. We need a Beyonce news network to counter some of these other networks that, you know, it's very tongue in cheek. Like, maybe a late night host or something will say something about OnlyFans. That's an interesting idea. But let me be a news anchor on it.
You just coined something. Yeah.
But I think overall, when it's mentioned, it is either mentioned in a way where it's like tongue in cheek, or if it's on a news source, it is kind of like there's regulation, it's regulatory, this is it. And they don't present the side of sex workers' rights. You know, like, I mean, even still, when you think about like the decriminalization of in-person full service sex work, you know, it's still very shunned. It's still like, you know, keep that shit over there kind of stuff.
So you do a lot. You're in the fitness industry, the adult industry, the music industry, you do lectures. If all four of those were not a part of your makeup, what would you be doing?
Cooking.
So you can cook.
Yeah, that's a restaurant. That's probably my next thing.
Oh, wow. So when you say you can cook, what does that mean? You can cook anything, or you're good with going down the ingredient list and making it, or like?
I won't lie. Most of the stuff I make now is I don't look at ingredients. I just add it. But my great grandmother owned a soul food kitchen in Philly, and she was from the Eastern Shore of Maryland, and she brought, you know, her crab cakes and all these other recipes that have been passed down within our family. And I would love to. I've edited some of her recipes. You know, forgive me, Gigi, but like, you know, she's cooked with like lard and all kinds of stuff like that. So I have, you know, edited it to try to make like healthier versions of things that she used to cook. And I love to feed people. I was
about to say something, but y'all know where I was going with that.
I mean, I was probably going with that too.
What kind of legacy do you want to leave for the next generation of performers? Or do you even think about it like that?
I do think about it, because people before me worked hard to be able to get our industry to the place it was when I entered it.
Okay.
You know, I look at, I think of sex work as a whole, right? And you think about like, let's even take like, I remember watching, what was that? Now I can't. HBO's Real Sex when I was a kid.
Heavily.
And I saw Jessica Holter and the Punani Poets, and I got to perform with her a couple of dates, and they inspired me to be comfortable spitting music that matched the sexuality that I was exploring in life.
Okay.
But also in the, you know, they used to have performers at those shows and all of these things. So, you know, they set up a groundwork to be unapologetically Black and rock shit the way we rocked it. I look at, you know, male entertainers who changed what stripping was. Like Black male strippers changed what stripping is for male dancers. Before like that generation of dancers like Punisher and dudes in that arena, it's like some Chippendale shit. You know, like they brought in the swag like we have, you know, so they helped build the industry to this point. So I hope that when, you know, I'm trying to rock until, you know, I'm gray pubes and all that, you know, but when I'm finally not in front of the camera anymore or dancing anymore, that the people who are younger and the generations that's coming up had it better than when I started.
Yeah.
Like people can walk into a dungeon and be their authentic selves and not have somebody turn their ass away.
Have you ever been to Trapeze?
Which one?
I didn't know they had multiple ones. I just know it exists here in Atlanta.
I went to the one in New York.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was there a bunch of times in New York.
Okay.
I haven't been to the one in Atlanta though.
Okay. I only mention it because my straight friends bring it up all the time. Because we have, when I say we, us gay folk, we have Flex here in Atlanta, and then the straight folks have Trapeze. And I've never been. because I don't know what I would see, and I don't know if I would be wanting to see any of that stuff. But it's just interesting that there are these outlets that exist for people that are into it. When people think of the name King Noire, what do you want them to say and or think or feel about that name?
His mouth was amazing.
All right.
Whether it's my mouthpiece is incredible.
All right.
And like I truly believe in freedom, justice, and equality for all people.
Okay.
You know, and that I live my life in that sense to try and obtain it, not just for me, but for everybody.
So going back to what I know, Black lives, Black history, Black the hood, and where I grew up. This man in front of me is ultra masculine. Okay, for you to be so to have this freedom sense of mind is really not normally seen, okay, in our community. Where does it come from? Like, how does that work for you? Do you ever feel like you were ostracized a little bit because you are so freely open? And then do you feel like it was a thing to try to maintain masculinity, or do you feel like you just naturally who you are?
I am who I am, but I definitely have, like, there's people from back in the day that don't talk to me no more. There's people who hit me up. Like, I remember when I did my first trans scene, it wasn't even a sex scene. Like, we didn't even engage with each other, but we was just on screen together.
Okay.
Me up like, yo, what the don't ever want to talk to me again type shit.
It's crazy.
Or shit, even before that, get my in a scene.
I want to see this scene.
By a woman, people being like, yo, that's gay. It's like, I don't think that's how that works, bro.
Yeah.
Like, if you are in that place in your life, you good. You don't need to talk to me anymore because you're fucking stupid.
Yeah.
But like, being that I was in the music industry, underground hip hop for a very long time, there's a lot of people I don't talk to no more.
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna change who I am and what I do for them. You know what I'm saying? Like, for what?
That makes sense.
And also most of those people I know are really unhappy in their lives. Probably because they wish they was doing what I was doing in some shape, form, or fashion.
Okay.
I think like my vibe, like how you said, like, I don't even know. I don't think about it.
You're just you.
I grew up in Jersey.
Yeah, you're just you.
Yeah.
That makes sense. All right. So we're going to turn ourselves to
fan questions.
Yes. To social media
ones.
Questions. We're going to see what's on here. Leia M. Boy Kents. I don't know. Okay. I can't pronounce it. My bad. Asked a few questions. Can you ask King Noire, which does he enjoy more, causing a woman to squirt or the act of ownership?
Man, people just be wanting you to choose between two great things.
Okay.
If I had to choose one, like that's the
question.
The question.
Mm-hmm.
I would say the act of ownership.
Okay.
Because I can make you squirt while I own you. And there's a lot of other ways to make people come. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think a lot of women put this pressure on squirting that you don't need to put that pressure on yourself. Everybody comes how they come. It's like men who put like this pressure on ourselves for like how you bust your nut. Like if it's gonna fly all the way across the room or it's gonna leak out, whatever. Like, you come and be happy.
Okay. King Noire, have you ever received road H/worship? Is that H for head?
Road H/worship.
I'm
Like
assuming
getting
that's
head,
head
like getting head in the
while
whip type
driving.
shit.
I'm assuming that's what she's talking
Yeah,
about.
I enjoy that.
Can you please ask King Noire what he finds most mentally attractive and submissive?
Anticipation of needs. So a good submissive, I feel like, learns their dom and then will learn certain things that would be needed to make my day easier.
Okay. Jacoby wants to know, ask him why him and Jacoby haven't worked together.
Jacoby knows why we haven't worked together.
All right.
Trying to make the shit happen, I feel like, for a year or more. So hopefully it's gonna happen within the next 6 months.
All right.
But nah, really it's just been scheduling and just trying to figure out what our scene is gonna be.
We already asked what your favorite kink is. Julius wants to know when it's being posted. Soon as we're finished.
Oh shit.
In the next couple of days. Ask King Noire what motivates him when he's going to do a photo shoot.
When it comes to photo shoots, I enjoy working with photographers who know what they want to do. So all I got to do is
Just the action.
Yeah, because it's like I direct scenes and all this other shit. Like, to me, it's fun to have something to do where I'm not planning it all out.
All right. This is very interesting. Conscious TV. Since King Noire is into penetrating himself, and he's also, I've not seen that.
I have not done that.
Okay. I was about to say,
I like vibrators and stuff on my hole and stuff, but I don't. I have not penetrated.
I was okay. I was like, where is that video?
Me, I see that shit too.
And he's also
That's why I need an AI of me.
Okay. And he's also trans attracted. Would he ever allow a trans woman to top him?
I don't want to bottom.
Okay.
I mean, I guess like some people consider it bottoming to do oral, right? Or no?
I don't.
Okay, so then no. You know what? Like I've tried like a finger before.
Yours?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not even on camera, but I like a tongue in there. That feels nice.
I've seen clips. Yeah.
But nothing else. It's just not, doesn't turn me on.
Okay, I was about to ask, what is that? Okay. Can you ask King Noire which does he enjoy more? Causing we did that question already. All right.
Double up.
Very interesting questions. You said though that, and maybe I don't know if I interpreted it correctly or not, but with the dom and submissive, you like anticipating. Say that one more time.
I like a submissive who anticipates my needs.
Your needs. Okay, yes. Very interesting. But do you like to make sure that the submissive is taken care of? It like
absolutely.
What is that exchange though? Because if they're making sure your needs are met, is their needs just making sure your needs are met, or do they also have needs outside of?
It really all depends because every relationship
person is different. Okay,
yeah, but for me as a dominant, it's my place to watch, study, and learn my submissive to take care of them. You know, like some people want less control of their body or their day. Like some people might want me to choose their meals for the day, for example, or choose what they're gonna wear, how they speak, whatever level of control that they're relinquishing to me. But for me, like a submissive who wants to serve me, I don't want to have to tell you what to do all the time. You should be paying attention. If I've told you 3 times in the span of, I don't know, let's say a day, that I want to make sure that my coffee is here hot, I shouldn't have to ask you more than that. You know what I'm saying? You should learn.
Very interesting. Very interesting. So now we're going to do the switch off where questions are asked to me. Okay. Pick a topic and ask Wes a question based on the topic. Keep in mind that Wes will ask you a question from the topic you pick as well. You pick 3 topics. So if it's lies, ask me a question under that topic. If it's LGBTQ, ask me one question under that topic. You get 3.
So I'm picking 3.
Correct.
All right. So
what's the first one?
The first one is, what does your ideal love relationship look like? Like what is, when someone loves you and you love them, what is like
That's a very thick question.
I know this is, we gonna get a good answer today. So like, but I'll try to make it a little bit more specific. So like, what is the flow of love between you and your ideal partner in a relationship?
It goes, it's been an uphill back and forth, like seesaw kind of a thing as of late, because I consider myself to be more traditional in the sense of loving someone, monogamy, there being a mesh and we're both on the same page. Nowadays, I'm realizing that a lot of individuals are on, I call them freedom riders. Everyone is fluid now. Everyone likes everything. Everyone does everything. And if you're not a part of that, then you're the oddity in the situation. And so I've been feeling like I need to conform a little bit or switch up some of my ways so that I can, when in Rome, do as the Romans do. So I don't know if I can really answer that. What I would love is a monogamous relationship with one other person. What I would love is for us to be only having sex with each other. What I would love is for there to be, respect of what I do in my industry, respecting what you do in your industry. We support each other. I believe that love is understanding, foundational communication, great communication, no arguing, no hateful arguing, just listening, adhering to, comforting. I'm more in the traditional sense, but I have yet to find that. And like I said, I today, currently in 2025, more people are of the opposite, where they want to be explorative and, like I go back to my recent travel situation where I reacted the way that I reacted and it made the person run away. So I don't know. That's a cool question. Next topic.
It's funny. I'm gonna go back to what you said real quick though. A lot of people say that they want to be exploratory and they want to
okay.
But I run into the people who say that, and then especially before. But we've been together for a while. But before I met Jasmine, it would always be like, "Yeah, I'm into all the things." And then when I get with somebody, it's like, "Nah, I want it to be just me and you."
Yeah.
And now when I meet people, like literally coming in from a polyamorous relationship, it's like they run into the wall where it's like, "Oh, but you already have this relationship." Like, yeah, you met me with this relationship.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Both of us are just out here floating around.
Okay. Next category. Our next topic.
Politics. What do you hope your show contributes to the political discourse around like LGBTQ rights and awareness?
So it's like a double-edged sword with me, because when I started in film and entertainment, period, my mission was to create entertainment that a gay person can watch and be entertained by. Yeah. Because back in the day, if the only thing that I had really was real sex, but real sex didn't really show me or represent me. Then there was queer as folk, but queer as folk didn't really show me or represent me. Then there was Noah's Ark. Noah's Ark didn't really show me and represent me and who I am. So there are a lot of things that didn't really represent me. So I wanted to create a platform that allowed people like me to be entertained, but also on the flip side to be educated, because I currently have Culture Club, which is, I would love for you to be on Culture Club. We actually film tomorrow. I don't know when you have to leave or what you're doing or whatever, but it's a panel, excuse me. It's a panelist type show, talk show format, where we talk about everything under the sun. from sex to most recently politics, given everything that's going on with Donald Trump and what he's doing, and how some people didn't think that Project 2025 was a real thing, how some people didn't or are just finding out about Project Esther, the fact that he's a convicted felon, multiple felonies, just the list runs itself down. And yet we have some black people that voted him into office. We have some gay people that voted him into office. We have all types of people that voted him into office for whatever particular reason. I always advocate and promote education in that realm, because I think that it's important for us to have these discussions. It wasn't just about having abortions. It wasn't just about things that may not affect us. I mean, even if I don't want to get married, I may not get married, but the freedom and the liberty to marry the person that you love is paramount. You should be able to do that. Sure. The fact that, it's being considered to be overturned in some states now and becoming a whole nationwide thing is just crazy to me. So I think it's very, very important for me and what I do to promote fun entertainment, but to also speak on real life issues, which we currently do.
Yeah, thank you for the work you're doing.
Appreciate the question.
It's needed.
All right, last topic.
You hate it when...
I hate it when a lot of things. I hate it when a lot of things. I hate it when people lie to me. I hate it when I'm misunderstood because people don't choose to listen. I hate it when my bottom is quiet during sex. I need to hear you. I need to hear the moans. I need to hear the satisfaction that my dick is giving you. I hate it when I'm hungry and there's nothing to eat, because I don't like to cook. I don't like to cook at all. So I always have to go out to get food. I hate it when I'm broke and don't have the money that I want to have at that particular moment. I hate it when there's negativity around me, like infighting, or I could be throwing a house party and someone's mad at somebody else because maybe they spilled a drink on a sneaker or something, and now it's a big, huge thing.
That sounds very specific.
It happened. It happened. Yeah. I no longer speak to that person, and he's never been to my house again. Because I really don't like negative energy at all in any form. And I hate it when we as a people don't support each other and we don't love each other like I feel that we should. And when I say we as a people, I mean the people that I represent, and I am black. Okay, people out there, you got to be specific with these individuals. Yeah. Cool. 3 topics. Thank you for those topics. I'm not going to ask you anything because I've asked you a lot of questions already.
All right.
What comes to mind? Don't be scared. You're going to see an image that pops up on the TV.
Oh, shit.
And I want to hear what comes to your mind.
Medea.
Okay.
I like the curves.
All right. Come on, curves.
It's one of my favorite pictures I ever took.
What was going on in your mind during this particular shoot?
It's with my favorite photographer that I work with, Taurus Love. And I have learned a lot from him on basically how to model and put what I want out there. So probably in this one, he was telling me to twist. That's all I was thinking at the moment.
Body is
also,
bodying.
This vest is fly as
Mm-hmm.
I was thinking about how everyone's going after her right now. That's the first thing that popped in my head. And I think everybody has somebody who, if they look at that they've dated or slept with or been with, especially if you're from a marginalized group and community. And I don't think it gets any more marginalized than black women and black trans women, that we look back at and we're like, damn, that mother was not good for me. I got some people I've been with and I was like, yeah, they were not there for me. And instead of like building with her on it and acting like everybody else is on some high horse shit right now, just attacked her.
So you're referencing the fact that she dated a MAGA supporter.
Yeah, and I'm not saying that that's a good thing.
Okay.
I'm just saying like the way
that she
people
was,
responded.
yeah.
It's like her sharing that. You could tell when she shared that, it was like, yeah, I'm ashamed of this. And instead of helping the sister out, people just attacked her shit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's also like, I don't got my glasses on.
Oh, okay. That's a Maya Scott.
Bars.
Okay.
It. Whenever I see this motherfucker, I just think like, yo, y'all don't even pick your best racists. Like, he's just a fucking idiot.
Yeah.
And dangerous. Like, I see a lot of danger for a lot of people. Okay, strong. Very strong.
Everybody looks at this picture, they see the ass. But you don't see the ass, you see strong.
I mean, the ass looks strong too.
Okay. Come on, strong looking ass.
I love her.
You love her.
Business, acumen, strong woman, matriarch, all that shit. I feel like this, honestly, right now, when I just saw that, it made me think of them painting or paving over the memorial for Pulse.
Yes.
In Orlando.
So,
and why this flag makes people feel so
yeah,
triggered. Like, why are you triggered by a flag that's literally based on a beautiful occurrence in nature and a beautiful occurrence within people?
When Pulse happened, I was maybe 5 minutes away where I lived in Orlando, and I was having a house party. And while we were turning up at my house party, being safe in my house party, Pulse was happening. We were oblivious to what was going on until we all woke up from our drunken stupor and then caught all of the news. And like every time that I think about Pulse, I come to the realization that my house party saved so many of us because we frequent Pulse. And even though that particular night was a Latin night, quite a few people that was at my house party would have been there. So every time I like think about Pulse, that comes to mind. It's crazy time in my life.
I had danced with it was Pulse, and then there was another spot, Southern Nights.
Southern Nights is dope.
I had danced that. And I was in Vegas when I woke up and saw all the news of it. It was crazy. That Green Goddess right there. Yeah, everybody needs to go stream the out of that shit. Like the roses. That's a beautiful picture.
Come on, roses, a beautiful picture.
What did that first come to mind in this picture? Man, I need my glasses to see who it is.
Oh, T.S. Madison on the left and Kaya on the right.
I love T.S. Madison. She kicked down doors.
Yeah. Okay. Jay-Z.
And I grew up on whole music. I used to DJ parties when I was younger. And I had like the Payday version of the In My Lifetime single. And I think it's, as a musician on some hip hop shit, being able to see anybody grow into an adult and still make hip hop after they said it's like, it's only young people's music. And of course, young people are always going to drive the culture. But those of us who have grown up in hip hop, to be able to listen to some grown up shit like that new Clips album and things like that, it's like, I don't know. It just, to me, it shows like the ingenuity and the importance of hip hop.
All right.
asking me questions about why. I saw that picture. That's why I was like, oh shit. And then this when I walked in, I was like, I thought it was a poster. Now I need this as a poster.
Hey, that's a good looking man right there. That's a very good looking man. What would you like to tell the people? We're at the climax, pun intended, of the interview. What do you want to say to the people? That is your camera.
Thank you so much for tuning into all this. I hope you've learned some more about me.
Definitely.
As a person, as a performer, as an artist. And I appreciate everybody who has supported my journey musically, sexually, just as a man in this world. And I hope that everybody that's watching this can now go and listen to some of my music or watch some of my scenes with a even, you know, like a deeper connection to me, so that your orgasm is even stronger.
There you go. And that will be the climax of this interview.
Like
yes,
indeed. You did there.
Hey, damn, man, this is really good, bro. This is really, 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 really good.